Right folks, welcome back. It's time for another starting 11 prediction video. This time for next week's second leg into Lynn against Nomme Kalju. I've still not had one right this season, so I'm going to try my best again this week. But after a 5-0 win in the first leg last week, what's the chances that I'm going to get this right? We'll start in goals. Obviously going to be Scott Bain, no surprises there. On to right back, I think Christopher Ayer's going to continue there. We've talked about it a lot. We've seen Ahmed come in last week. He was unveiled at half time. He's a centre back. Apparently he can play right back. The club are trying to pass him off as a right back, but I think we are going to get another right back in because we definitely need at least two out there. But I expect Ayer to continue. I don't think Ahmed will be up to speed yet. I think we want to keep as close to the full strength team as possible this week because thinking ahead to the third qualifying round, we don't have any games in between, so we want to keep as close to the full strength team going into that game and build as much momentum as we can. In the centre half, I think Jozo Simunovic will continue, and for the third week in a row, I'm going to pick Christopher Julian. If we don't see him this week, I don't know when we're going to see him. I think his fitness should be up to speed now. I mean, he's been here for 4 or 5 weeks now, so he should be getting there in terms of match fitness. And if we're not going to play him in a second leg game after a 5-0 victory in the first leg, when are we going to play him? Left back, ball and goalie. He came off with, I think Neil Lennon said he had some nausea. He felt a wee bit sick last week, so I don't think there's anything serious there. I think he'll be back in full fitness for, I would hope, this week. So he'll be at left back because we don't have anybody else other than Johnny Hayes to play there. In the midfield, Scott Brown alongside Callum McGregor. Again, those two were good again last week. I thought Brown in the early stages of the game was a bit slack on the ball, but defensively brilliant as he always is. Callum McGregor was excellent again, got another goal last week, the 5th goal to round the win off, so he'll continue in there. In front of them, the man of the match from the past 2 weeks now, and everybody's tip for player of the year, Ryan Christie. Again, being 5-0 up, you'd think we might see some changes. We could, but again, as I said, talking about the right back situation, I think we've got to keep as close to the full strength team as possible for these games because we are still basically halfway through pre-season, so we'll be as close to full strength as possible. I think maybe we won't be, but I think the midfield will be Brown, McGregor and Christie. On the right hand side, I'm going to go with James Forrest. Again, not vintage Forrest last week, but he must be getting there now. I think he's just struggled to get up to speed. As I said again last week, we're still halfway through pre-season and he will get there, so he'll start on the right hand side. On the left hand side, we've seen obviously a 3-5-2 last week. I thought Mikey Johnson would start out on the left hand side. It was Edward and Griffiths together. Edward did play in a slightly more withdrawn role where he floated out to the left and he was able to float about in between Christie and Griffiths and really link the game, which I think he done really well. I think that's something he enjoys, having that freedom to drift and having Griffiths as the option to stretch the defence in behind. So I'm going to go with that again this week. I think Edward will start up there alongside Lee Griffiths, and so good to see Griffiths back last week. We touched on it in the post-match pint. What a free kick, absolutely brilliant. He looks sharp as well, more than anything else. I think we know the goals will come, but he looks like his fitness is really back to where it was before he had that break. So that's massive for us. I think that'll be the team, although I wouldn't be surprised to see more changes than that, given that we've got such a commanding lead. But again, I think we need to get the full strength team as many minutes as possible going into these harder games, because whether we face Cluj or Tel Aviv next week, it is going to be a tougher test and we'll need to be in top shape for that. So I expect it to be as close to full strength as possible. Like the video, comment your own thoughts below, let me know what you think the team's going to be. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're over 16,000 now and we're chasing down 20,000, so please help us get there as soon as possible. That would be amazing. We'll see you on Tuesday night for reaction to the game. We'll have the post-match pint and the Twitter reaction. We'll see you then. Thank you.